Children creep level, 10 out of 10, definitely. Hi guys, I just got finished watching The Innocents from 1961. I'm gonna put this here and do a little I'm gonna get comfy. So this film is about a woman, a carer or a nanny, and she goes to look after these two kids and she suspects the house is haunted. That is a very easy way of like explaining the plot line, but it's kind of one of those films where you kind of discover things as it goes along. Because this film is 1961, I do believe it's 1961, let me just double check that. Yes. It is actually known for not really the storyline, but actually the cinematography techniques of its time, and it is very well like regarded for that. It's rated really highly on IMDb. It's rated as 7.9, which is huge. But I really don't feel like the storyline really adds up to that rating for me personally. I do think it was a really interesting movie, and it is super. I'm trying to talk through this siren, but is it not working? But I do think it is a very disturbing movie in saying that. So it is quite like disturbing and weird for its time. It really does remind me kind of like of The Others in a weird way, like a woman in this kind of crazy haunted house with these children. Children creep level, 10 out of 10, definitely. But this film, the reason it is more disturbing is not because of anything scary that happens, but more because of some sexual conduct. I don't know, you don't see anything, but it's suggested, and it's really fucking creepy and weird, and it's meant to be. And I did read up afterwards that the kids in this film didn't get to read the whole screenplay. They actually only read little parts as it was happening because it's quite disturbing. I do think it's slow, but a movie like this, it's exactly what you expect from a movie made in 1961 that's meant to be set in like the 1980s. So it's exactly what I was expecting in a way. But I did think it was, as I said, shot really well, and the acting was awesome. I just think the storyline was just a little bit hard to get into, and it was a little bit mishmashy, and as I said, because it is the kind of story that you kind of pick up on things as it goes along, as you're kind of going with the main character, as she's discovering things, you're discovering things. It was a little bit slow for me because I'm so used to the back and forth of modern cinema, but it was nice to see a classic that I hadn't seen before, so I definitely want to put this down. A lot of you guys asked me to watch a lot of classics, and the reason I don't is because I've seen a lot of classics, and on my channel I like to recommend movies that perhaps people haven't seen and kind of let them know what's like new or like internationally like going on and what you should check out. So that's the reason I haven't talked too much about classic films, but I really do love them. I'm sure a lot of you guys know that Universal monsters are my thing, but this film, not so much. I probably wouldn't recommend it to anyone unless you did like classics or you're really into cinematography and you wanted to look up some certain aspects. I did really like the certain ways that it was put together. They had this like really cool thing that happened at the start where the kid is kind of like singing the song and it's still black, and then it goes to the Fox Studios or whatever, Fox Studios maybe, sign, and that was kind of weird and out of place because that kind of stuff didn't happen back then. I also read, I should definitely mention this, that part of this movie was actually sampled and put into The Ring tape. So, you know, like The Ring, one of my favorite films of all time, in The Ring tape, I'm assuming in the American version, probably definitely in the American version, they sampled like a little bit of the singing, which I fucking love. This movie was okay. Would recommend it to you guys. Always, as always, you guys know I say you check it out for yourself and see what you think. But for me, out of 10, I would give this one a 5. Not bad at all. I'm glad I saw it, but it was long and I was interested to see the techniques. So I you know, it's a kind of win-win situation. It was just the storyline didn't really have me like on the edge of my seat. But I'll talk to you guys very soon. Actually, I'll see you tomorrow for another 31 Days of Horror. Thank you for sticking by me. I'll talk to you very soon. Bye guys.